and you are very welcome. This is The Beautiful Truth on breakfornews.com with Fintan Dunne. Thanks for joining me. You know, if you've ever been down Kildare Street by Doyle Erin, you might well have met my special guest today, Sheila O'Byrne. The reason is that she's been a relentless campaigner outside the gates of our Parliament in order to get justice and redress for mothers and others who have been affected by the genocide of Ireland's mother and baby homes. Sheila was herself a victim of these very genocidal policies in St. Patrick's unmarried mother's home on the Navan Road. And she has great personal experience of these issues, which makes it all the more surprising that she's not on Minister Zappone's forum to put in solutions in place, allegedly, for these crimes. And not only that, but unfortunately, Sheila has found herself the victim of personal defamation attacks coming from a member of that forum. So I asked Sheila, when I spoke with her earlier, to begin by reading to me a letter which she's written about these two issues. And this is what Sheila wrote to Minister Zappone.
Dear Minister Captain Zappone, I am a survivor of mother and baby home, St. Patrick's, Navan Road, Cabra, Dublin. I am a birth mother. I have been campaigning for mother and baby homes of Ireland on illegal adoptions. I should be on the forum for mother and baby homes. Unfortunately, I was not picked. I looked at the names of the panel and I totally disagree with the selection. There is only one birth mother and families making representation for survivors who don't wish to be there themselves. As far as I can see, these people weren't in the home. They did not exist. There are lots of babies selected on the panel. How can they give evidence unless they got up and walked and talked out of the cot the day they were born and witnessed the vaccine trials, the illegal adoption, and the cruelty and how they were abused and force-fed, tied to chairs, left unattended in a terrible state. The cruelty I saw was unbelievable. It will haunt me till the day I die. I faced death twice in St. Patrick's myself, especially on the birth of my child 41 years ago. I could never have another child after the damage that was done. That haunts me too, especially in my senses without medication. I have had terrible accusations made on social media about me, mentioning another two people who have nothing to do with me. I campaign on my own all the time. I don't take guidance from anyone. I am my own person and not with any of the groups. I have campaigned for the human rights of the mother and baby homes for our elderly, our weak and frail survivors of mother and baby homes outside Doyle Erin. Paul Redmond on Tuesday, 12th June 2018, came out of an interview in Buswell, which he gave for RTE News. He then approached me in front of Doyle Erin, making terrible accusations towards me. I asked if he was here to stop me for the mother and baby home. It was beneath him to stand there to support me for the mother and baby homes. Mm-hmm. It was beneath him to stand there. You can check this on the cameras if you wish. Paul Redmond was like a raging bull, red-faced with temper. This is not on toward the birth mother survivor, which is me. I also got copies from Facebook, and I am enclosing terrible accusations made about me. Previously, he asked me, would I wrong a survivor and defame their character? Because he has an issue with them, because I would not implicate myself with his personal issues with that survivor. He has turned people against me and slandered me on social media in his comments. I am not involved with these people. I live on my own. I pay my rent. I put food on my own table and look after myself. I have never wronged anyone and am a good person. I am enclosing proof I went to great trouble to get from my phone, showing the damage Paul Redmond is doing to me, a survivor. This will prove that he is not a suitable candidate to represent survivors of mother and baby homes on the forum for former residents of mother and baby homes. Yours sincerely, Sheila O'Byrne.
That's a fantastic letter, Sheila. I do believe, and many people believe and know, that you are a good person, and I'm very sorry that you had to put up with that abuse and that you have had to defend yourself against those kinds of accusations. And I'd like to thank you for your perseverance that you have shown down the years in campaigning on these issues. Some terrible accusations have been made. Let me just mention some of them and give you an opportunity to just refute them. It's been implied that you've got criminal convictions, as far as I understand, from the material that's been put out by Redmond. And
I'm not a criminal, I never was. I was already a victim and a witness for the state. That's not a criminal.
The substantial issues that you raised there with Minister Zappone, when you spoke about the fact that there's just not enough people who actually lived the experience on this forum. And
they were not there, so how can they be there when they didn't exist? That are existing are the great mothers who saw everything, who are witnesses. And if I had spoke out what that I saw, the cruelty and the treatment of the children. Now, I've been knocked over this word, children. I love the children. I'm there to stand up for the children because I saw what they did to them along with the babies. I saw it all. I was made go with a little one that was 15 months old, go with her with the nurse and watched her being brought out into the grounds of St. Patrick's and handed over to a couple in an Austrian green Cambridge car. I will always remember that little one was screaming. She got attached to me. She was saying, Sheila, Sheila, Sheila. I will never ever forget her. I don't know where she ended up, God love her, but I knew there was something about that. I said, why wasn't that in the office of the Reverend Mother? Why out there? Why out there? And the nun saying to me, this will get you ready for when it's your turn. Off you pop, back up to your work. And I wouldn't let the nun see it was killing me inside for what I was looking at. I wouldn't let her see, I wouldn't let her break me either.
I know what you mean.
I carried on and went back up to that nursery, and the nurses said to me, oh, Joyce's mother was an alcoholic. She couldn't make her mind up. She kept bringing her back and forward. I was looking after the sick babies, the dying babies, and they're all buried, the ones that died, in the angel plot, where there's 6,800 children and babies. And I've been fighting to get their names, and I know they have their names because they were born in St. Patrick's. They were born in the hospital, and they have to have their names. They deserve that, to give them that little bit of peace, so we can honour them more. And I'm always there to visit them. And they will never ever mention that I visited them, or I visited the McDermott Street flat, the Magdalens, for which I know there's mothers from St. Patrick's ended up in there too.
Yes.
And I'm proud to go there. One person actually challenged me on that by saying, you shouldn't, that's none of your business. I see it is my business. And I'm proud to honour every one of them because we're all connected. The Magdalens, the mother and baby homes and the institution, we're all amalgamated together. Every one of us, we were all ran by church and state.
Yep.
And there's no difference with any of them. No matter what they say, there's no difference. The buildings were built the same architect built them, the same tiles, the same flooring, everything. I don't forget anything. When you're in a bad place, you never forget. Every minute is like a year. That's what it was like. And no medication, you were treated like dirt. And I've always said it. They got the best out of us, and they profited on it, and they were getting subsidised by the state, and they never told us that. They didn't, but they got my sick money every week because I came out of the job sick, and I came out of a very good job, Phillips, and I got as much time as I wanted off because I explained what happened to me, and he said, take as much as you want, and then come back to your work when it's all over.
Yeah.
And I paid highly for a stamp, and I went in there thinking I'd be looked after. Unfortunately, I wasn't.
You were betrayed by the system, and your voice is the voice of direct experience. First Mothers Group decided not to get involved with this panel and forum because in the same way that you've spoken about there, we felt it was being stacked full of people who weren't actually there. And the prime business of this Commission of Investigation, this is investigating what happened in mother and baby homes to people who were young adults, young women. And in many cases, while there are a significant number of infants who are affected, the vast number of affected people is mothers. There's only token representation for mothers on this forum. Can't be right.
It's just not, it doesn't calculate at all.
Yeah.
How can an outsider that was never there, unless they went in the time tunnel going back? I remember I used to love that when I was young. They went in there, they went back in time, because that's the only way that they'd find out.
Yeah.
Mothers that are alive today that was in there that knows what happened, that knows how the babies were abused, that knows how the children were abused, that children were there too. And I said that in the commission. I said it at the Commission of Inquiry when I went to it. There was children. We didn't know that. I said, yes, there was. There was the reject ward, I said.
Yeah.
Bring that to the reject ward, I said, where you had the all on disability, you had the mixed race and the babies and 2, 3-year-olds all tied in chairs and a very dark place. And they were, an animal was treated better.
Mm-hmm.
They were force-fed and everything. And I will never forget. That will stay with me to the day I die. But I'll always admire the children. I'll always respect them. And I'm tired of this business, people condemning me and saying, oh, you don't care about the children. Of course I care about the children. Because I saw the children, I saw how they were treated. I saw the babies, I saw how they were treated. And I don't forget any of them that died. They stay up there with me. And when I go to the plot, the angel plot in Glasnevin, I see their faces. And I've always said, I promise you this, I'll get your names. I'll keep fighting till we get your names.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep going, and your name so you can have a bit of peace. We will never forget them.
Mm-hmm.
Forget me not. I get them and I bring them to forget me not. And the little cuddly toys. I don't forget any of them. I go to Finbars here where they are as well. I go to the Magdalens, Peacock Lane, St. Vincent's Peacock Lane where 73 are.
Mm-hmm.
I also go to the Nano Navels Asylum where destitute, here lies destitute women. I'll never forget them. Always remember them. And everywhere I can go, even in Tune, I love them because I know that's the sewer that they're in. And they need to be taken out of there, taken from there, the children and the babies, possibly mothers too. I respect them, those who have gone. I visit all of them. I go up to the laundries up here, which we put in an objection here in the Good Shepherd Sunday as well. But we made a great job of that. Oh, there's a great stop on that now because I know that the babies, children and mothers who committed suicide, they couldn't be placed in the holy ground, so they're kept there. Well, there's nobody going to put private apartments or cement on top of them
mm-hmm.
as long as the blood is in my veins.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another battle. But that battle is winning for us. And they took from us, they worked us to the bone. There was no clocks, no time, no breaks. Just they took from us and we're owed our redress. Judge Yvonne Murphy granted the redress. Now we want it. We want our elderly to be given it. There's Derek Lester from the Bethany Homes. He's 77. That's where they are. They were. Now they deserve the mother and the children and babies. They deserve their redress.
Yep.
They worked hard.
No divide and conquer, because they love that. If they can divide people against each other, all the victims of this horrible holocaust of genocide which they committed are entitled to redress, and they're entitled to full justice. So Minister Zappone has said that this is all about nothing about us without us, as if she's like involving everybody. But you're giving the lie to that. I suspect the forum is just a fig leaf for the government to point to.
To rid the mothers.
Yeah.
Get the mothers out of the way.
Get the mothers out of the way.
But the mothers know the truth.
Yeah.
They know the truth, what happened in behind the walls, and I will always speak the truth. I was never afraid to stand up, but I couldn't going back because church had the power.
Yeah.
They were the rulers, and everybody that did see the wrongs, if you spoke the truth then, as the co-op, as I call them, between the medical and the church and the state, and there's so many implications in it, you know what I mean? The selling of the babies and the organs and the cutting of the hair and to make the wigs. They were worse than the Gestapo.
I know why you're not on the forum. I know why you're not on that forum, because you'd be saying this in there, and they can't have that. You know, they can't hear the truth.
And I will keep going until we get what we're owed. And the mothers need to stick together on this, all of us. And I'm glad now that the rest is coming towards me, that I amn't there on my own.
Yes. Yeah.
I wasn't afraid to stand on my own.
Oh, I saw that.
God, I did.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it was amazing now the way the people of Ireland come up to me. Oh, I'm on your side there.
Yeah.
Fair play to you. I said, in the snow and the ice and the rain, I just stood there on my own, holding a banner, standing up for our rights, our human rights. And there should be centres there as well, and advice centres. The way they left the survivors just go out into the wilderness.
Yes.
With nothing. Yes. Nowhere to go, left in the lost. And then they have these groups. I'm not connected with these groups. And if you say yes, they don't like you because you said yes. They can only say yes, not you. Well, as far as I'm concerned, James Connolly gave me the voice. I believe in that man. He gave us the voice to speak. He gave us your right to have your voice and for your human rights and to stand up and be accountable for.
Exactly.
Accountability is what we want. And I've been there. I've studied unionism. I studied all about managerialism. I've studied everything. I read the book Self-Taught myself.
Very
the
good.
libraries were a great place to go.
Mm-hmm.
I self-taught myself. Oh, many a thing, and studied the words, got the Collins Dictionary. If I didn't understand that word, I made sure I learned it. So I'd be well able for and equipped to take on those who are challenging us. So we become the stronger one to take and challenge them.
You know, when you spoke of self-education, there's absolutely nothing wrong with your ability to express yourself as you did powerfully in that letter to Minister Zappone. I'm glad we had an opportunity to broadcast that so that others can hear what you've written to the Minister, and let's see if you get any response and if your concerns are taken seriously. But if they're not, I know where you'll be. You'll be outside.
Yeah, that's true. That's correct. And I'll always remember those who have gone, the mothers. Kathy,
yes.
I really went berserk when I found out that Kathy had gone.
I know.
I said, oh no.
I know.
Oh, I said, I'm going to have to take the strings here.
We all are.
Where I come in.
Yeah.
And we'll have Kathy again. She hasn't left the building. We're still here. And
the inspiration is flowing through all, I think, because we will take up the work that Kathy was doing. We'll follow on the work that you and others have been doing, and we'll persevere. Next Thursday at 12 p.m. at the Dáil, we'll get further details on the exact location of the protest action. We'll be publicising that in the interim, but we'll be there to protest the fact that the real voices of the directly affected individuals are not being heard, and that this sham forum is the excuse that has been put in its place. We'll leave it at that. Thanks very much, and I look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, next Thursday. Looking forward to you, Vincent, and all the first mothers. At least they're not stuck up or anything like that. They're just down to earth and ordinary.
And I hope you will, if you can, support that protest on the 26th of July at Dáil Éireann. And if you can't attend in person, then keep an eye out in the Voice of First Mothers Facebook group, or on irishfirstmothers.com, where we will link to video and perhaps even live video of that event. And that'll be taking place around 12 p.m. or thereabouts. Arrive early if you can. Thursday, we'll publish details in Voice of First Mothers and elsewhere. I hope you can join us for that. All right, that's it. This is The Beautiful Truth with Fintan Dunne, and I will be back shortly with more. Hope you can join me for that. Bye-bye.